Greetings everyone, DFG coming to you from the graveyard. Hope you're having a good day today. Hey guys, just want to take a moment and just share some thoughts around what I would call a spiritual matter. And I do mean it in a spiritual sense. So some of you guys who are the non-believers, you may want to, go ahead on and stop listening to this. But for you who are believers, I've heard this question being asked. How do I know when I'm being tempted to do evil? How do I know, what is the method or the methodology that, Satan used to tempt you into doing evil? And, oh, by the way, for you guys who don't want to hear this, I'll give you 2 seconds to go ahead and cut off the video. 1, 2. Okay, if you're still with me, that means you want to listen in anyway, and you're welcome to listen in. But how do you know when you're being tempted, by evil? What is the methodology, the method that Satan uses to tempt you with evil? And I will tell you that I've talked about this before. If you go back and look at my video archives, you'll hear me talking about TIS. T-I-S. TIS. Thoughts, ideas, suggestions. So when you think in terms of how would Satan tempt me to do something wrong, how does he tempt me to cause me to err in my ways, or for that matter, to cause me to have fear or cause me to have anxiety or discontentment? Then what he uses is thoughts. He'll put thoughts in your head. He'll make you believe some things that are just so, untrue, so ridiculous that, once you come to the realization that it was all in your head, you almost feel foolish for thinking it. And you've been down that road before, thinking about, doing something that if you did it, it's going to cause all kind of trouble, or doing something that would tempt you, into getting in, cause you to make a decision, you follow me, that would cause you some serious consequences. So, but putting thoughts in your head that are in conflict. You say, well, what kind of thoughts, Dale? Thoughts of a bad report, thoughts where you were thinking the wrong way about someone else, selfish thoughts, thoughts that would make you not care about others, thoughts that would make you think others, are trying to do you harm when they're not trying to do you harm, thoughts that would generate bitterness or hatred, or anything that would cause harm upon another person. So just those kind of thoughts, if that's going on in your mind, that's a trick of Satan. The second is ideas. And again, all kind of, the scripture teaches us, excuse me, in Genesis that the devil, Satan, Lucifer, whatever name you want to call him, was the most subtle creature that Yahweh had ever created. And what the word subtle means is cunning, wickedly wise. And that wicked wisdom is who he is. In other words, he puts these ideas, he'll put an idea in your head, again, to cause you to walk or make decisions that are not in your best interest. Or he'll put the idea in your head. I'll give you an example. He'll put an idea in your head to go out and drink, and drive. And say, well, you can do it, you can handle it, ain't gonna cause no problem. Not until you get arrested for drunken driving. Not until, you end up hurting somebody on the road, maybe even killing someone on the road. Or you put an idea in your head that, hey, I'm going to try, cocaine, or I'm going to try some opioid. It ain't going to hurt me. I'm just going to, what it'll hurt to do it one time. Let me try some mollies, you know what I'm saying? Or some of these other ecstasy. Some of these other illusionists, I guess is the kind of drugs. You guys know what I'm talking about. I can't get that word out. But to cause you to a delusion. See, he puts those ideas in your head. Sometimes he's sending other people with those ideas and put those ideas in your head. And of course, you're looking at it like, well, can't nothing happen, or I just want to have a good time. But what he never shows you is the consequence of what's going to happen after what you do, when you do it. And it's like having that first drink when you're you're out in the club or what have you. When you begin, it's the first drink, but by the time you get to that second and third drink, that 6th, 7th drink is not hard to take. And at the end of the night, you're trying to figure out how you got wherever you are. And in some cases, your actions and behavior, are so embarrassing, you don't want anybody to know about it but you and Yahweh. Okay? So those ideas, so you put these cunning ideas in your head that seem good, but they're really wicked. There's a scripture that says there's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death. So the ideas. And then the last thing is suggestions. You follow me? He'll suggest to you to go and do things, make decisions, or very poor decisions. He'll suggest to you maybe to, to go and take and, take something that doesn't belong to you. Or if you're in a marriage relationship or a serious relationship, he'll suggest to you, well, it's not going to hurt to go have a drink, with this guy. Although I know I'm in a relationship with someone else, but, it's just an innocent drink. You follow me? And he'll send these people with you, or he'll send others to you, or he put this idea in your mind, it's innocent, but it's not innocent. And even you know it's not innocent. You follow me yourself. But you tell yourself it's innocent. And then when something really bad happens, then you understand why that uneasy feeling that you got around doing it in the first place was there. You follow me? So when you start looking at suggestions, and it could be any suggestion. If it's not of a good report, and I'm going to give you some ideas. You say, okay, give me some ideas what are bad. If it's envy, strife, wild behavior, selfish behavior, evil behavior, what else? Racist behavior, bigoted behavior, cause you to want to harm the innocent, want to harm anyone unless you're defending yourself. All of these suggestions are things that the enemy will use to put in your head. So if it's not of a good report, in other words, if it does not bring about peace, love, gentleness, kindness, mercy, forgiveness, compassion, understanding, then I can assure you it's not Yahweh putting that thought in your mind. Okay? So remember, T.I.S, TIS, thoughts, ideas, suggestions. Every thought, every idea or suggestion that comes to your mind, challenge it to make sure it is of the Most High. Thanks, subscribe, appreciate your time, guys.